Guy. Anyway. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube video. I'm your girl Beckylav. Hey, and today I'm back with another interesting video. So today the video I'm gonna do for you guys is my first time, like the first time I've done something. So I have I have 25 first time questions that I'm gonna answer, and I hope I'm gonna be as honest as possible, and yeah, we're gonna have a good time. So how have you guys been? For the returning subscribers, thank you very much for always subscribing to my YouTube video, and for the new ones, karibuni. Huku we don't bite, we just have fun and share fun stories and experiences. Anyway, the first question, who was your first boyfriend, or when was the first time you fell in love? Wow. Hey Beckylav, when was the first time my first boyfriend? Like a boyfriend, achana na zile puppy love, like the ones I had in primary, hizo as account, right? So when it comes to my first boyfriend, his name was, I'm not saying his name right, that is TMI. So my first boyfriend, when did I get him or what? I really don't understand that. Yeah. Anyway, my first boyfriend was called Marv. We met when I was studying IAT after high school. After high school, yeah. IAT Pension Towers crew. Hi. So yeah, that was when I had my first boyfriend, and I was 19 years. Yeah? Yes, I think I was 19 years, the year after high school. And yeah, that was the first time I fell in love. Yo, love was sweet, man. Anyway, we moved. We broke up. Duh, but how did I release on that? The second question, what's the name of your first crush? The name of my first crush, his name was it Josh? I think his name was Josh, and then we lived in the same estate. In fact, he was the son of a popular member of parliament. I'm not gonna state the name because I don't want everyone to know the name of my first crush. No, to like guess and get to know him. Anyway, we moved. Josh was my first crush. My first date. Well, wait, let me tell you guys. Well, so Beckylav, together with my best friend from high school, her name was Anne. Hi Anne. Hey, I'm exposing. Anyway, it's nothing big, it's not a big deal. So Becky and Anne they were not boyfriends. I don't know, we were just liking each other. We were not like exclusive, so it was not like a relationship. So we had been sent home from school. High school maneno was on uniform 3. You're supposed to come back to do with new uniforms, and then us, we had not bought them or something, so we were told to go like for a weekend and then come back with school uniform. So ladies and gentlemen, what did Becky and Anne do? We went. Now my best friend had a boyfriend, and then the boyfriend had a best friend, and so we had started talking. We were just in the talking stage. It was just puppy things. It was nothing serious. So they took us to a date. So I was tena mko wapi form 3. Tumepelekwa date wapi? It was in Eldoret. So yeah, I schooled in Eldoret, for those who don't know, but I said it in my get to know me video. Anyway, so si wasichana warembo wamebebana ha tumeenda date. Na date pale tulienda, it was a picnic, and then that place there was a warning where we set up our picnic. There was a warning that we should not, people are not supposed to hang around the area, but we didn't know that. Like the municipal council had said that. So see, let me put this story quick so that I don't waste time here. So see, we went and set up our picnic there. Hey, wacha tushikwe na alikuwa anaitwa nini, extension officer or sijui what officer, wacha tukashikwa, alafu tukapelekwa kwa ofisi municipal ya LD. Haya, ati they want to call our parents, and then my best friend's boyfriend alikuwa wale, those kichwa ngumu, si wapigie. Me Beckylav, when I'm like this, I'm like mbele nyuma kando. My mom cannot know this because I was always an unproblematic like toy. Nilikuwa wale watoto sinanga drama, so I could not imagine ati wanapigia mzazi wangu. Anyway, long story short, it was a long drama, but that was my first date and that was the experience. Imagine, that's why I never dated. I never even had a boyfriend until after high school. Big good children, big good like Beckylav. First kiss. Well. Yeah, my first kiss, I got it from, my crush. I think we were playing Truth or Dare or Spin the Bottle. Well, from Josh, imagine. And for people who lived in the same estate, hapo kwa playground, chini kwa stairs, that's where it went down. Anyway, where inaitwa life. The fifth one, the first app you check when you wake up. Well, it must be Instagram or WhatsApp. They are head to head. Like it's either I check WhatsApp or Instagram. They share, because there are days I don't want to check my WhatsApp, and then there are days I don't want to check my Instagram. So it's between WhatsApp and Instagram. First breakup or heartbreak. Wow. Well, my first breakup was with Marv, obviously, because he was my first boyfriend. My first official boyfriend, because we were exclusive for I think 2 years. No, it was 1.5. So that's my first breakup. It was after high school, because that was the first boyfriend I had. And then my first heartbreak, you can't imagine. I got my first heartbreak when I felt uchungu kabisa. Imagine it was this year. Was it even a heartbreak? Well, I don't know if it's a heartbreak, but it was the first time I had... Okay, it was not a heartbreak because it was not a relationship, but I felt kauchungu here. So I'm guessing that is a heartbreak, but it was not even a relationship. Imagine getting a heartbreak for something that was not even a relationship, a situationship for that matter. So what I learned from that situation, just don't give your heart easily. Okay, you can give your heart easily. People, it just depends. Wow. The first time, what's the first time you've broken a bone? I've never had a fracture. I've never broken any bones in this sexy body. No bone was broken in the becoming of this goddess. First Instagram post, Facebook or Twitter. Hey, Twitter. Hey, Twitter, Becky. What's Twitter? Kidogo will be like, I'm not a pata. I'm not a para. Akivon. Anyway, let me say the first time I opened a Facebook account, I was in class 8 when I opened my first Facebook account. Yes, I was in class 8. And then, was it class 8 or class 7? Class 8. And then my first Instagram, I think it was back in 2015. And I remember I had bought my phone from my hustle. Hey, some of Madam Hustles. I used to act traveling theater. So after the term is over, after we've done our performances, we used to get money. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ching, ching. We used to save money, so we used to get paid in bulk. So I had a lot of money, and I remember I bought my first Samsung. And that's when I joined Instagram back in 2015. And then my first photo on Instagram, I guess. On Facebook, I don't remember. I remember. I had put this. I was just from high school. No, I was just when I started. Oh, hey, but by then I had opened in class 8, but I had never posted photos. I used to post, unajua tule to love hearts on Facebook, tule to GIFs, to go to GIFs, to funny pictures. Back then the profile pictures we used to put on Facebook were downloaded ones with words and hey, evolution, man. We are old. Anyway, so my first photo on Facebook, I remember it was after high school. And then my first photo on Instagram, we had gone for swimming, my brother and my sister and I think it's still back on my Instagram. That was my first Instagram post. And then that was my first Instagram post. On Twitter, where I think, was it in 2014 or 15 or 13? I'm not sure, but most likely 2014, 2015 on Twitter. And on Twitter, I had another drama. In fact, watch out. And until I guess that's why I don't like Twitter this day. Oh, Twitter. Beckylav, it's Twitter. One was my first time to get into trouble, either in school or at home. Let me start with the interesting one. I think the most interesting one was, now let me say, at home. The first time I got into trouble at home, I think no, I became a disciplined girl from then henceforth. So now there's this guy I had a crush on when I was in Form 2. And then at that time, I think I used to have a Motorola, the one which workers, kwanza mine didn't work. The one which I used to have a Motorola CC113, the Motorola which had like a phone booth, like a booth, an extension, an antenna, that one. And mine used to be color orange inside. Like, how C113 had blue, or I don't know which color. Mine had orange lighting inside. So I had a crush on another guy, and then we used to text, like, you remember when free SMS was the thing? Well, a girl had to experience. So me and free SMS, same WhatsApp group. So me and this crush, kwa estate tu bado, we kept on texting each other. So there's this one day, my mom was at home, and then I had left my phone at the sitting room charging, and then I think I was at the bedroom. I don't know what I was doing. And then sijui that crush decided he's gonna blow my phone. So he texted until like tingling. So like it was notification. So my mom was like, it was like 50 messages at once. And then like 50 messages at once. I don't know what he was telling me. I don't know what was that important he had to like blow my phone up like that. So my mom was like, Becky, your phone. No, at home they call me Becca. I'm like, Becca, your phone. So I go, I check. Then I played it down like nikajifanya, it's just normal, like ni kawaida. I played it down and I was like, duh, it's just a missed call. Then my mom was like, who's that? I didn't see. And then the way I had saved him, it was like, I think my love or something. Let me tell you, that day I was niligongwa. But I think that was the last time Nishai gongwa. Like, African moms. Until from that day henceforth. I think that's why I never dated until like after high school. I think moral of today is just like after high school is when I decided to like start entertaining boys. Plus I also remember like in high school we're told, was it high school or primary? I've been a Catholic in Catholic schools in primary and high school. So yeah, they tell you a lot about self-preservation and then how your body is the temple of God. And well, we're in 2020 and that's still the mantra. Okay? Your body is the temple of God. That's my story. Now when it comes to school, I remember I was in class 5. I had just joined a boarding school from a Nairobi school. I was in Nairobi South, and then I went to boarding because students in my class, pupils actually, because we're in primary, decided that we are all going to boarding schools. Peer pressure. I went and cried and told my mommy I want to go to boarding school. Long story short, I was in class 5. Then I was Mchokozi though, because I think I was like a teacher's pet in a way. But anyway, so I went to class 5. I think I was in class 6. I went to class 5 to check them out. And then they were dancing. I know, I was such a bitch. I was bitchy. I don't know. And then there's this girl, she was dancing. And then I told her, do she dance? She's dancing like what? I just said something that was uncalled for. So many kashtakiwa. Then I was punished. So yeah, that's my first time like getting into trouble because I think we had beef with that girl. I don't know. I don't think we liked each other. So those were my two stories on how I got my first time I got into trouble at home and my first time that I got into trouble, like real trouble that I can remember in school. What was the first fear? Well, I think since I was young, like till date, I fear pain and getting hurt. That is like I'm always careful. Do you know me ni wale watu like okay, I'm usually very careful. I never want to hurt myself. I'm usually those extra cautious human beings because I don't want to hurt myself. But well, my best friend's birthday aftermath was like I didn't have a tooth, guys. Now I'm here telling you guys that I'm a cautious human being. When do the lies end, Becky? When? Anyway, yeah, pain was my first fear. It still is. I hate pain. I can't bear feeling pain. I love myself too much, I guess. Who was my first friend? Well, I think my cousins. I don't know which of my cousins, but they most definitely one of my cousins. And then after that, like out of the family, because that's relatives, I think Tracy, yeah, TK, she was my first best friend. Not only a friend, but I think best friend. What was my first job? Well. My first job was was it? No. Before I went to work at Bounty Hotel, okay, like straight out of high school, I started looking for a hustle. Actually, I didn't even look for it because I think my in-law was working at Bounty Hotel. It's in South B. So we used to live in South B. So I used to work as a what did we used to do? We used to do F&B service for people in hospitality. They think they can understand. That was we used to set the tables. We used to serve buffets. I used to love that job. Like it was, it was a good, it was a very classy hotel. So yeah, we were just straight out of high school with my, hey, yeah, I've done a lot. I need to write a book, right? So that was my first job, F&B service at Bounty Hotel South B. And actually it was amazing because we used to eat vizuri, yani like buffet every day. When nilikuwa tu nimejaza, like vile tu nimejaza sahi nilikuwa nimejaza. Like that was even before my results came. No, that was after. It was even before I went to IIT. Yeah. Because I went to IIT like the same year. Yeah, the same year. I think I worked there for like 3 months. Then I got to my kidogo pocket money. I used to go buy clothes. Because I remember, I know I'm digressing, but let me just tell you this story. I remember like from that hustle and then being paid, I remember going to buy outfits. And then I used to buy very colorful tights. Like, when you watch the movies and all you want is to spoil yourself with all the fine things in life. So when I used to go buy that, at that time tights were the in thing. And I remember I had a Kaguchi skirt. But it was thrifted. I had a Kaguchi skirt and then I used to wear it. It was black and then Gucci colors, it's red, green. Yeah, red and green. And then, do you know the type of tights I used to wear inside? Unawezana na stylish queen bee. Purple tights, honey. I remember my mom telling me, Aki, guy, 5 years from now, sweetheart, you'll be looking at your pictures and deleting them one by one. And trust me, after 5 years was not needed. 2 years back, I was like looking, and then I would wear my Kaguchi skater skirts with my purple tights and a white top, and then like, hi Becky, unachoma we na sayo msichana akitembea akidondosa hautaweza. Kwanza sayo ndo nake limbo nikicheki kidonda dondosa, and then at that time I was really insecure about my body because I was big, like I had hips and an ass, and at my age I was 18. People were looking at me sijui how predatorish, and I didn't know how to act, so it was just a lot going on. Anyway, TMI. So yeah, that's my first job. Sorry for digressing, I'm good at that. What was your first language? I think English and Kiswahili. Yeah, but I guess Kiswahili, right? I guess Swahili. Yeah, what is the first piercing or tattoo? Well, what do we have here? No tattoos, no tattoos, no tattoos. But I'm thinking of getting one with my husband in future. I hope I get... No comment. Anyway, so, and then I only have this piercing, and it all translates to me hating pain and the fear of pain. And I remember getting this piercing. It was after Form 4, because I remember after class 8 my mom and my sis tried to trick me when we went to the salon. It didn't happen. And then now when I had gone to visit my sister after high school, like we were from church, and then kaniambia let's go to a salon to do what, then kidogo, and I was zubaing in the nini chaka, they had put the first one, so there was no way I was going home without another one. But kama si hiyo trick walitumia, till now Becky Queen B would not have any piercings, and I don't think I would have regretted it. It's not a must, honestly, it's not. And then no tattoos, as said, with my husband. What was your first YouTube video? My first YouTube video, I did it in January, and January this year, and it was about stereotypes of being a plus size girl, because I had it up to here with our society. Like I still have it up to here, yeah, with our society. So yeah, that was my first video. It has hit over 1,000 views, and I'm so happy and proud of my baby. When was the first time you went out? Well, the first time I went out for like jam session or dunda, I was TMI. I was in Form 3, and I went out for my first dunda with my friend Judith. Hey Judy, Anyway, me and Judith, actually it's Judith, not Judy. She had cleared Form 4, and I think I had closed for, what do you call these things, half term. And then I used to live in Nairobi, and I could not go to Nairobi, but Judith is my family friend, so I talked to my mom, and then I stayed in Eldoret. So because it was just a half term, I think it was like a week, so we went out for dunda with Judith. I remember I could not drink. If you met me in my younger days, I used to tell people what's alcohol. But if you meet me now, no comments. Anyway, yeah, in Form 3, that's when the first time I went out. I think we went to, was it Signature? In Eldoret, I really don't know. Speaking of Signature, I have drama. Anyway, who is the first person you would call to gist? Moshene. Well, the first person I'd call for Moshene, definitely my best friend. Since I have to, it depends with the context. I tell them both. They're the first people who get to know what's going on in this Buruane. Simple boy, Buruane. And yeah, they're the first to get the gist. Or sometimes when I don't feel like talking to people, Dear Diary. I take the Dear Diary route when I don't want to talk to people. When was the first time you had sex? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I had sex like before my 20th birthday. And I think I had said that already in my Get to Know Me video. It's not a secret. Before my 20th, I deflowered myself with the love of my life. Then that I thought he was the love. Can you guys help me locate sense in this brain? Anyway, yeah. When was the first time you shot your shorts? I have actually never shot my shot, but I have shown my interest to someone who had equally shown that he was interested in me, and it did not go well. Okay, not that it did not go well. It's still cat and mouse. Like, it was just cat and mouse, games. Like, I think the guy didn't want to settle, and he's just, what do you call it? He's just stringing me along. I don't know. I don't know what was going on in my brain, but I actually met that guy when I was, I think, depressed. But I'm gonna talk about my depression journey some other time when I think I'm ready. I'm not ready. Not anytime soon. So yeah, it was in 2018. No, I met him in 2018, but I shot my shot around 2019 when I was feeling liberated. Well, guys, that was the last first time question. I hope you guys have enjoyed this session, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you've not subscribed to my channel till now, kindly subscribe to my channel and share it and tell a friend to tell a friend. And yeah, I will really appreciate it. So for my returning subscribers, kama kawaida, I don't take you guys for granted. You are the people who are making my channel grow, and you're making my brand go further, and I will always appreciate you guys. You're my fam gang. Thank you very much. Anyway, yeah, I have to say bye. See you next time on the next interesting video by Beckylav. Ciao.